Capricorn, welcome to your full moon in Scorpio reading. Today we're going to be working with two new decks, the Rosewood Tarot Night and Day decks. If you are interested in them, I will have the links down below. In the meantime, before we get into that, let's pull from my Oracle card deck on shadow work, because I think this lunar energy is really good for doing that. And I do see that perhaps there is something you're having to release at this time, having to do with ideals, aspirations. Maybe friend groups, colleagues are in some way involved. I do sense that this has something to do with wish fulfillment, okay? But there's maybe something from 6 months ago, November 23rd, around that time of last year, that you started that is coming to completion or culmination. And this is while the sun is in your 5th house, having to do with fun, dating, romance. Could have to do with your children, your dating life, or maybe creative projects, okay? So for some of you, if you still, out in the work field, this definitely has a worky vibe, which is right, so Capricorn. But I do see some challenges going on with your 2nd house, your income, maybe your values. I really see tremendous changes going on with your value system, probably because of what's going on in the collective out in the world. We're all having to reassess our values, our income, might be even triggering self-worth issues as well. And I think right now some of you may be asserting yourself more locally, maybe getting out and about in your neighborhood, community gatherings, maybe just chatting more with neighbors or siblings, or something about your communications, is really highlighted with the area in your life that you're asserting yourself right now. But I don't know if you're clear about it, and it seems that there may be some blockages, challenges, limitations on that area of your life. Again, all of this is factoring into this lunar eclipse and you having to let go of something that you have idealized, because maybe, your values are changing, and it's maybe coming through conversations with people that are near and dear to you, okay? So the card I'm getting is self-love. Ooh. Yeah, very 2nd house. Self-sabotage is at the foundation. I'm getting a vibe here that perhaps something that you considered self-love actually created self-sabotage. Look at that too, 2nd house. Is there a value system that you have had, and it's a 2-4, a lot of 2s here, in relationships, maybe on the home front, home family relationships, something that you put your value in, maybe you thought was an act of self-love, but actually came out to be a form of self-sabotage. Conversely, some of you, you need to practice more self-love, because not doing so is self-sabotage. There's something here about a lesson or the understanding of self-love and how it can be self-sabotaging if misapplied or misappropriated, something along those lines, okay? Main issue here with 6 of Air is somebody is trying to move on from something, and it might be a family issue, might be a big, huge life lesson that you had to get closure on. Like somebody's trying to move on and get closure in an issue, possibly a family matter. You might be looking at your childhood or matters with your children, or both. Somebody needs to kind of get on from something, okay? Some of you are actually traveling, looking at, okay, like really doing a lot of travel. I don't know if you're there yet. I think it's more in your mind. You are assessing it. Some of you, you're just trying to get closure on an issue, okay? You're trying to successfully finish or integrate something that involved you moving on. It might have involved a fixed sign: Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. It looks like you're trying to leave some troubles behind, okay? The obstacle or challenge for you is 3 of Water and Action of Earth. 5 of Air in reverse. So I feel like something needs to get reconciled concerning how one moves things forward and comes out of conflict. It's almost like this is going maybe too slow. Coming out of conflict with someone or something is taking too long. I'm getting like mind-numbingly slow. maybe so slow, it's like barely inching along, not even inching, it's going 1 centimeter at a time. I don't know where I'm getting that. Like, it doesn't even look like it's moving forward. It is. But somebody is being really methodical about how we get some steady improvement here, which generally I don't think would be a problem for you. But there seems to be an emotional matter, maybe there might be 3 people involved, okay, or 5, potentially 3 to 5 people involved. Again, family dynamic possibly, or group dynamic of some kind. Getting everybody on the same page emotionally and coming together is going very slow. It's taking a lot of methodical, diligent effort to heal this and to come out of conflict. Somebody might be moving really slow. I'm hearing trepidation because they are concerned. They're trying to avoid continued conflict or any further disagreement or conflict. It's like everything's very measured is what I'm getting out of this. Like, we could heal this, but we're going to go real slow to avoid this falling out again. The outcome, there will be some cooperation. It does look like people are going to come together and cooperate as a team. And there will be generosity. There will be give and take. However, I am seeing yet again that what is given will be very measured. It may just be like, okay, I'm going to put in on this, but I'm just going to give you what you need. I don't really see it. Actually, it might look abundant because there's been such a lack of giving, but in the grand scheme of things, that's not an ocean there, right? It's just a little pouring out. I think things are going to start flowing more in the future, and I am seeing like a 3-year time span. Again, this is a very long time. 3 years that things are going to go from being like really dry to flowing a lot more. There being a lot more cooperation and mutual effort and generosity. However, I do feel that even in the generosity, it will continue to be measured even 3 years from now because somebody's super guarded about it. At the foundation, Wheel of Fortune. So I think the issue is this is a cycle of round and round with the same people or the same person. For some of you, it's return of an ex. For others of you, it's just, you've been going round and they've gone round and round with you about this. You've gone round and round with them about this. This is not your first, it's not your first rodeo. I think somebody's trying to make it the last one. Like, people don't want to repeat. And I think that it has to do with maybe broken promises or not seeing eye to eye with certain people. Dream of air in reverse is like a page of air in reverse. Might be someone younger, might be a child. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini might be relevant. But I am seeing that this energy is showing up, like, I'm not really too interested in this. They're putting something off. They don't want to make promises. Maybe they don't want to keep promises. They might have broken promises. It could be them or between you and them where there's something about not seeing eye to eye, not really showing the interest that another would like, not really making the commitment or the promise or communicating at a level or in a way that one would hope for. There's something with the thinking and the communication here that is karmic, that you keep going round and round and round, like you don't see eye to eye, or you have a totally different way of communicating deep stuff. Heal, what kind of shadow work that came out? Yeah, somebody's maybe elusive, like they're not really speaking up, they don't have the confidence. There may be some power dynamics going on where somebody comes across like they're cold, could be the air sign, right? They're guilty, where they just disengage, they walk away, they shut off, and it might be what they do to try to hold their power or stay in their power. And there is some emptiness here. Somebody feels some kind of emptiness here because of eye to eye not coming into agreement. Usually air signs are pretty good about communicating. I'm an air sign, right? So I can tell you that if an air sign is coming across as vague, disconnected, detached from you, they probably feel like they said it till they were blue in the face and you just don't agree. And there's nothing they can do about it. So usually, if we shut down and we disengage, it's because we start just feeling like we're not being heard, we're not being understood. But hey, a new start is coming. So have faith in your dreams. You're going to maybe be letting go of some idealism about your life and do some healing work, okay? Acknowledge the wounds so that they can be completely healed and allow yourself and the time and space to process that's necessary to find your wholeness again. Might test your patience though, okay? Conditions outside us sometimes determine the best time to move forward. It is okay to wait and work on something else until conditions change. Be blessed.